The point of Poppy Cannon's work was to show that you could make gourmet meals out of convenience food ingredients. So canned, powdered, frozen. And this was not because she thought that these were in themselves good, but that by the judicious use of modern ingredients, the American cook, and she assumed that the American cook was female, so using the pronoun she in the way that Poppy Cannon would, that she could make gourmet dishes that could please a prospective boyfriend or a present husband and family. So the idea of a book entitled The Electric Epicures Cookbook is you can have it both ways, convenience and gourmet food. She's got a dish called the King's Chicken, which is in honor of the King of Belgium, Baudouin, who visited the United States and whom she interviewed. So for this, you need a frozen chicken a la king. So you start out with this chicken and cream sauce that was a favorite of the 1950s, insanely bland chicken. And then mushrooms, instant onion, soup mix, eggs, and lemon juice. So you take this package of quick frozen chicken a la king, add mushrooms, which can be either fresh or she calls for a tin of sliced broiled in butter mushrooms, and dehydrated instant onions. It's easy to make fun of this, but she is important, and her correspondence is here at the Beinecke Library. She's important partly for the history of women and food in the United States. So she had a certain kind of idea of how are women who are working going to be able to provide food for their families? And this remains a kind of dilemma because, as I think we all know, women have a disproportionate share in the upkeep of the household and the feeding of families, even though their rate of employment is much higher than it was in the 1950s. So she's one of the first people to recognize that women are under pressure to perform, two jobs, essentially. So another example of glamorization is what she calls Sauterne Bavarian. This is a dessert made with lemon jello, Sauterne, which is, a fine, sweet wine from the south of France, egg yolks, and lemonade concentrate, so frozen lemonade. And you dissolve the lemon-flavored jello in hot water. You add some cold water and a cup of Sauterne and 2 egg yolks beaten thick, along with 2 tablespoons of the lemonade concentrate. And then you kind of chill this in the freezer for about 25 minutes until it's firm and it has receded to about an inch from the edge, but is still soft in the center. And then you whip this with a beater until fluffy. And then you set it in the freezer for 10 minutes until it's set. So I want to wish you happy Thanksgiving and just explain that the Poppy Cannon cookbook and indeed the food of the 1950s does have a lot of relation to Thanksgiving, because some of the things that people serve have absolutely no relation to anything that people ate at whatever first Thanksgiving there was in the 17th century.